Good grief. Why do they never go in for me? Hi everybody, I'm back again, yay! With a 12-inch video. So yeah, I always pick up 12 inches if I see them, and I like them. And something, I don't know, 12 inches, I think 12 inches can withstand a bit more damage than, say, 7-inch or an album. Maybe it's because the grooves are further apart, I don't know. But there's some 12 inches that I've picked up, and I didn't really properly look at them in the shop. And I've got them home, cleaned them up, and then you kind of look at them, if you look at them under a really bright light, then you can see there's quite a few scratches, but when you play them, it seems to be all right. I don't know, maybe I'm just lucky with the ones I've picked up, don't know. But anyway, 12 times 12. Been a while since I did one of these, so I've got plenty of things to show you. I'm going to start off with what probably I can consider this a Grail 12-inch. This was a Grail for me. It is one of the most perfect pieces of music I have ever heard, and it still sounds as good today as it did when I heard it for the first time in 1983, I think I heard it. So that is this one. So Tour de France by Kraftwerk. To me, this just represents exactly what is on the cover. I just think it perfectly represents the sport of cycling and the effort and the industry in cycling, that kind of rhythmic, repetitive motion. And this is just absolutely glorious. One of the best pieces of music, well, I now own, but I've ever heard in my life. I absolutely adore this. I think this, I can't say how happy I am to finally have a physical vinyl copy of this song. I think there are 3 versions of it. You've got the long version, the 7-inch, I think it's a 7-inch version, and then another version. Very plain, red and black label. I've actually seen this, I don't remember where it was, but I've actually seen this on top of images from the Tour de France, and it was just perfect. An amazing single. Love it. One of the greatest single bands from the 80s. In fact, probably, well, one of the best bands from the 80s, full stop. But they released so many good singles. This is a slot. So this is Depeche Mode, and this is Everything Counts in Larger Amounts, which is a 12-inch version of Everything Counts in Large Amounts. Really good remixes. You've got an East End remix of Work Hard. Just splendid stuff. I've got a few of their 12 inches. Got a lot of their stuff on 7. You see that? Here we go. Just blindingly good stuff. I really should have more of their albums than I do have. Don't know why that is. Don't know why I never picked up a lot of them. I've got a few, but not enough. Not enough. Right, one of my favourite singles from the 80s. In fact, one of my favourite bands, actually. I love the Bangles. Absolutely love them. There's the Glorious Girls there. Always excited to catch them on Top of the Pops or on video or whatever. So this is Walk Like an Egyptian. It's got the dub mix and an a cappella mix, which are both great, and then the song Not Like You, which is from Different Light, as is Walks Like an Egyptian. Splendid stuff. I love the Bangles. Right, picked up a few dance singles, well, a couple, not that many, a few dance singles. I have already got the remix 12-inch of this, but I did manage to pick up the original 12-inch as well. So this is S Express, number 1 from, was it 89? 88, 89? Something like that. Theme from S Express. Great stuff. Top-notch, kind of really populist dance music. I mean, they were right on the cutting edge of pop music at the time. Got on the B side is The Trip, fairly mediocre and bland label there on Rhythm King. But I like how they've called it Platform 1 and Platform 2 to tie in with the train theme. So there we go, more Transport. I also managed to pick up, and I think I've got a complete set of 12 inches from their first album now. So this is Mantra for a State of Mind. This was released after Theme from S Express, and I think it was after Superfly Guy, which I do also have. But this is it's a brilliant mix of Mantra, 11.5 minutes long. I think, does this play on 33? I can't. Yeah, it's a 33 RPM 12 inch, because otherwise I would never have fitted it on. So there we go. I do like S Express. Although maybe me being in my blinkered indie state in the late 80s, I would never have admitted it, but at the time, but I just come out, yeah, great stuff. Absolutely superb dance music. I also picked up this by the Rebel MC, Street Tough, which is actually, I mean, he was only around for probably less than a year, to be honest, having successful records. I think he had a couple of top 20 hits or something like that. I think this got in the top 5, based around a Toots and the Maytals. Is it Toots and the Maytals? 5446 was the number. I think that's the one it's based around. But really, I like the mix of the rhythms on here with the ska sample. So really, really good stuff. I think it's just, is it 3 remixes of it? I think you've got the club mix. It's quite like that label though. What label is it on? Desire. So you got that, and then you got Scar mix. Scar as in scar on your face or something, not SKA. So yeah, I do remember this from the time, and I really do. I maybe it's a bit of a guilty pleasure, but I really do quite like that. So that was a good one to pick up. One of the biggest dance singles probably of all time was this one, and I'm really happy I got it. Matt Hayes recommended that I get the 12 inch with the massive mix on it. So this is Black Box, Right on Time. Iconic dance single. So there's a massive mix with a couple of other mixes, Epsom and Ascot mixes. Absolutely, this is number 1 for ages on Deconstruction. There's the label, Deconstruction. I remember this being played in indie clubs in the late, when this, was it 1989, 1990? Does it say on there? Doesn't, maybe it says on the label, I can't remember now. 89. This got played in indie clubs. Loads. I think it's got played just about everywhere. You couldn't escape this at the time. But yeah, brilliant, brilliant dance single. Right, bit of pop now. So I managed to pick up Kim Wilde's version of You Keep Me Hanging On. Now, while it's not a patch on the Supremes version, of course it isn't, but I like Kim Wilde, I like the song, and I don't mind this version of it. It's just got the extended mix, and it's not a bad extended mix actually. It's one of the better ones from, I mean, I think it is just, no, it's not. I think they've actually, instead of just boshing an extended middle 8 into it, they've actually done a proper remix of it. I don't know who did it. Who did the remix? Well, Ian Levine did the original. Oh, it must be Ian Levine. Anyway, but that's a good one. And you just got the 7 inch on the back. But that one's a good one. Is this on us? Oh, MCA. So you've got an MCA Rainbow. Yeah, it's got Loving You as well, which I think, well, I'm not sure what album, if that was on an album, but that was fairly forgettable. I mean, really, there's only one reason to buy this, and that was for the cover version. Also got an extended version of possibly my favourite Howard Jones single. I absolutely love this. Things Can Only Get Better. There's a key change where during the chorus, key change, pitch change, I don't know. But I love the chorus in this. I think it's a really good chorus. The B-sides are alright. I love this title of the second one, You Jazzy Nork. And it's a kind of a funk jazz kind of workout. It was alright. But yeah, definitely one of my, I'd say my favourite. Although Hide and Seek I do like as well. That's a great single by him. Right, the next one, I've got yet another Stock Aitken and Waterman record, which is absolutely ridiculous. I got this one. So this is Mel and Kim, Respectable. For me, whenever I hear this, I always think of What Will Eat Itself. So they sampled, this is the one that goes take, 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 isn't it? Yeah. Take a beatbox and then a garage racket. Go. Barks Frenzy. There we go. Trying to be as untuneful as I can so the algorithm doesn't pick it up. Much as I deride a lot of Stock Aitken and Waterman, I think that comes from it was more like a factory at times, but this is quite early on in I think this was released in 87, before we got people like Sonia, and I'm sorry, it doesn't matter what he comes back with, Rick Astley was always shite. Terrible, terrible rubbish. But this is a bit of a pop classic, to be honest. I like Respectable. So you've got Club Mix, an extra beat version, and the 7-inch version, which is a real version, really. Loving that. I also picked this up. This was a bit of a strange 12-inch, actually. So it's Berlin, Take My Breath Away, taken from the Top Gun soundtrack, which I would have no intention of buying whatsoever. Still never seen the film. I must be the only person who has never seen Top Gun. Maybe I am. Let me know in the comments if you've never seen it as well. But I love this. This is another number one. When was it? 87? Was it released in 87? Let's have a look. 86, wasn't it? 86. So just a stock standard CBS label. On the B side, you've got the Righteous Brothers, You've Lost That Loving Feeling, which I did read up about this, just to find out why You've Lost That Loving Feeling was on the B side, and it's because it's in the film as well. And then you've got a really cool Giorgio Moroder track called Radar Radio, which I think, yes, on the soundtrack as well. That's really good. I really enjoyed that, but Take My Breath Away. Everybody knows this song. And then just to round off is a 12-inch by Thomas Dolby under the name of Dolby's Cube. I think he released two, James Griffiths will tell me if I'm wrong, but I think he released two 12 inches under the name of Dolby's Cube, and they were kind of like more of a funky collective. I can't remember who he was working with on this, on that iconic Parlophone label. But this is kind of a remix of, which album is it? The one with She Blinded Me in Science on it. It's not, not the Flat Earth, the one before that. Anyway, I'm sure somebody will tell me. I'll try and remember to put a thingy down here. So it's kind of like a mega mix of tracks and stuff from that, with extra, I'm showing the back because it's completely plain, with extra instrumentation, kind of like more funky stuff. Love this. This is great. Any excuse to hear bits of She Blinded Me with Science. well, I don't need any excuse to listen to that. It's one of my favourite tracks. So there we go. Yet another, first one for a while though, yet another batch of 12 inches that I picked up. So I hope you enjoyed that Whistle Stop tour through part of what I've picked up. I've got plenty more to come. As you can see, there's a load of 12 inches that I will do more videos on when I get around to listening to all of them. But there we go. So thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all again soon. Cheers, everyone. Bye.